Okay, here you can see the cowls, difference between the cowls. On the left is the version 4, on the right is the version 6. And on the version 6, you can see right through, those are the big holes. So we got two big ports for the prop root, and then on the other two blade input areas they're a little bit smaller, whereas on the version 4 they're all small slots. Looking at the prop blades, you can see the difference. A little bit different in shape, and length is pretty much the same. There might be a millimeter difference, but length is pretty close, pretty comparable, but definitely different shape. And the blades seem a little bit heavier on the version 6 blade. And here's a top-down look at the propeller hubs. Right over the blue one, right over the yellow or the red one. And one other difference we noted on the version 6, the yellow tips are painted. Real nice paint job there. And on the versions 4, they come with some premium deluxe decals. You apply those on. Sure. And if we pull the nose cone off, we can see there's just a little bit of difference on the back plate here. Just a little bit different design. And this is what it looks like on the other side. Slight difference. Okay, the next comparison is the batteries that came with the stock battery with the almost ready to fly. Actually, mine was a ready to fly version. I got the 22 milliamp 20C battery, the version 4. Version 6 stock battery with the almost ready to fly came with the 2600 milliamp 25C battery, FMS high performance battery. With the, it looks like it's a 4mm bullet connector is what I'm guessing that is. And what gauge wire is that? It looks like it's 14 gauge. And the stock battery that came with the version 4 is actually a little bit thicker wire, 12 gauge wire. A little bit thinner wire on the stock battery with version 6. Okay, now we'll compare the fuselage units, version 4. Here's the styrofoam stacks. There's some very thin plastic stacks that you could place over that, but I think this probably looks the best with just the black styrofoam, at least for now anyway, until the paint wears off, at which point maybe a guy would want to put on the thin plastic stacks. But that's what it looks like on the version 4. Come over here to the version 6, and we just kind of slid the plastic stack into place. And they look really nice, very nice. And this just kind of attaches, just kind of slides in there. Just real general here, you can kind of see that there's very little detail. I mean, just a few of the main decals. Nothing too detailed. Notice there's no pilot name inscribed. You go up to the version 6, you've got Lieutenant Colonel John C. Meyer, and you've got all kinds of nice detail there regarding the serial number on the aircraft, whereas on the version 4 there's none of that. The version 6, you've got fuel cap, handhold. Looks like there's a place here for electrical input on that little black circular area there. Down here on the version 4, that's just none of that's installed. Some other little details here, step here. It looks like there's a nice little decal here for the coolant vent. Looks like on the PD we got a nice little Rolls Royce. We know what kind of engine's under there. on the PD version 6. Of course, nothing there on the versions 4. Going back to the rear end of the fuselage, we got the US flag, got a N number, November Lima 5427 Victor. On the version 4, nothing there, no N number. Looking at the tail wheel on the version 4, no retract capability with the stock tail wheel. Looking at the version 6, it's already retracted, got some nice doors there. And here you can kind of see how it flush the tail wheel doors are. Not real flush, maybe there'd have to be some slight mods to make it nice, clean, and flush like the main gears. And just looking at the tail wheel doors from the side, they look a lot better from the side. Flushness wise, it looks pretty decent from the side, just from the rear where it looks like there's a little bit of slack. Okay, on the right side is the version 4. Push rods are the same as compared to the version 6. We've got the 2 rods for the elevator, 1 for the rudder. And then from what it looks like, there's another servo separate for the tail wheel on the version 6 on that retract mechanism. And one thing I'm noticing too as I'm looking through my camera here is the paint job looks a little bit different. Looks like there's 3 white stripes, 2 black ones on the version 4, whereas on the left on the version 6 there's just the 2 black stripes.